Hello everyone and welcome back to Flavors on My Dastakhan. Today I will be sharing with you a recipe of Methi Gosht or meat stew with fenugreek leaves. To make this recipe I have taken 1 inch of ginger which I have thinly sliced into juliennes, 1 whole garlic, a bunch of fenugreek leaves or methi leaves which I have washed, dried and chopped as you can see. 3 thinly sliced onions, water as required, half a cup of mustard oil, 1 kilo of lamb meat. For the spices, I am taking 1 teaspoon of salt, roasted cumin and coriander powder, which is 2 teaspoons, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. Now salt and chili powder can be adjusted to taste, half quarter teaspoon of turmeric, and 1 teaspoon of red chili flakes. Now for the dry spices, I've taken 1 teaspoon each of black pepper and cumin seeds. Now in a pressure cooker, I'm going to add in the half cup of mustard oil. It can really be any oil. It is not necessary and not important to add mustard oil, but mustard oil enhances this flavor and adds a unique taste to this. Hence, I have chosen to use mustard oil, but it can really be any oil of choice. Now, at this point, I'm going to fry the onions until it is golden brown, and I have chosen to add the whole dry spices after adding the onions and not before. The only reason why I do this is to prevent cumin seeds and black pepper or any dry spices from burning. Sometimes it might happen that we are really busy and really rushed to make something, and we might be doing a lot of things at a time, multitasking the kids, the cooking, and 2 or 3 dishes at a time that we forget sometimes to see, and we might end up burning the whole spices. So I prefer to add it after onions, and that is the safest way of not making sure that it doesn't burn. Now the onions, as you can see in the recipe, is now caramelized. So I've added in the whole garlic. I've just peeled and added it. I have not chopped. I have not crushed it. I've just added it as whole because when we are going to cook this down and this is going to get dissolved, so we really don't need it to really put any extra effort to just pound it. Will be done. Now you can see that I've added the fenugreek leaves and I have added the spices and a dollop of water. Now I'm going to just mix this well and for a couple of minutes and just go ahead and add in the meat, and I'm going to cook this. And I'm letting the fenugreek leaves sweat out a bit, because as it sweats out, it will release the chloroform that it has, chlorophyll that it has. Sorry, not chloroform, chlorophyll that it has, the green color that these leaves or these greens have. So at this point, I'm going to add in water, and I'm going to let this cook for around 15 minutes or so, or until it is 70% done. This is a very important step, that I need not cook the meat completely to done. I need to cook the meat until it is 70% done, and that takes around 15 minutes of being under pressure. Now at this point, my meat is been cooking for 15 minutes. I mean, of course I fast forwarded so you wouldn't know. And I have released the pressure and I'm opened this down, and you can see the meat has released a lot of water. I did add a cup of water to it, but still there is enough water, and I'm going to dry this down. I'm going to keep the lid open and I'm going to dry out this water. Now this is a very important step in any meat, any dish that you make of meat. Always, and especially if you're making in a pressure cooker, always try to give first pressure of 15 minutes or so, or until it is 70% done, and open the lid and evaporate all the water. Now what happens is that all the garlic, all the whole spices or whatever that was there, like big chunks, will dissolve and disintegrate into the gravy. Now here you remember I added the whole garlic in as whole and I did not crush it. Now while I am sauteing this, the garlic has really disintegrated and formed a normal consistent gravy. So that will not be, it won't be like there will be huge chunks of garlic or onion while you're eating, because it's all dissolved and it has all become one. Now at this point I've also added ginger. When I see the oil has separated, I've added ginger and I'm sauteing it. You can see the water has completely evaporated and you can see the oil has separated. And the meat at this point would be around 80% done, and I'm just adjusting the water to make sure that it does not burn or stick to the bottom. And I'm going to continue sauteing this. And this is the more you saute, the more flavorful this becomes. I continue to do this, and this is around 5 minutes or so. And I'm going to test the meat. Yes, the meat is soft, yet it still needs to be cooked. So this is around 80% done. And at this point, I'm going to adjust the gravy. And I'm going to, I've added around 2 cups of water. I'm going to adjust the gravy. This is as much gravy that I want. I don't want more than this. I'm going to cover the pressure cooker and let this cook for another 2 minutes till it is 100% done. Here I've covered this and I'm going to let this cook for 2 minutes. 2 minutes after the first pressure. So this is about done. I've switched out the flame and let it release its pressure, and this is how it looks. This is the final look of it. I'm going to cool it down. I'm going to put the lid back on, cool it down, and serve it like this. It is absolutely delicious. It is a wonderful, wonderful dish. Do try it and let me know how did you like it. And do share this recipe with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day.